Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode with your favorite football channel, Football with Tire. So today is a very exciting day because finally the Premier League is back and we're gonna be going through all the fixtures, my predictions as well as the new transfers. And as usual, I'm not alone. I'm with my co-host.
Hi, no, thank you for having me once again. Finally football is back. So
Now you guys' life won't be boring anymore.
we are in for a treat, and I think without any waste of time, let's get straight into it. So yesterday, Arsenal Coventry. I think probably your thoughts going into that game. Did you even watch the game? And your thoughts going into the game? Did you really see it pan out the same way it did yesterday? Or were you rather surprised to see Arsenal go all out and score 3 goals? Or you were disappointed with Coventry?
I was more disappointed because I expected them to keep the ball and keep Arsenal at bay. At least maybe lose maybe like 1-0 or win 1-0. But then they weren't giving Premier League type of team. But it's their first game, so let's not
So
judge them too
then
much.
probably that game probably then should ring that bell to say we need to go into the market and see what's available out there.
Yes, definitely.
And then maybe I'm gonna put you on the spot with this one. If there was one player that you can actually say they should consider buying, any player, who will that player be?
I would honestly think they need a striker.
A striker.
Get a legit striker. Let's see which strikers are on the market right now. Or maybe wingers. Because honestly, that forward,
That's
concerning.
He really struggled yesterday, and I think the overall team as well, it showed that it was their first game back.
And also when they are like in a transition, they literally don't know what to do. They
run in the same direction. They don't really chat as runs. It's
now the question is it their fault or the coach's fault?
I'll say probably a bit of both. I think for me, I'm having seen what has transpired in the transfer window. I'm actually disappointed with the quality of players that he has brought into the team, right? I was thinking they're gonna have a budget for him to say, look, we want to stay up. And you make your intentions clear if you want to stay up, right? You try to get 1-2 experienced players out there, just make sure that you have everything that will be needed for you to stay up. And staying up lately has become a very, very tough, because even some other teams that are supposed to be top teams,
they
find themselves
didn't see
fighting,
yes.
right? So I think that's about it. Not dwelling much on that. Maybe we can move on to the next fixture, and that's Hull City and Man United. I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how that formation of Tielemans, Bruno, and Santos, sort of pans out. What kind of football is Carrick planning to play this season? Do you see them going through here?
Yeah, most definitely.
And then maybe your prediction on that?
2-1.
To United.
Yeah, still under United. I feel like they're gonna follow through.
Okay, and then just to rewind it a bit, for Arsenal and Coventry before the game, what was your score prediction for that? Was it that 1-0 that you mentioned?
Yes, okay. I thought Arsenal was gonna win, but not 3-0. Okay. I mean, like 1-0 or 1-1.
Okay, I'm asking because it's interesting with United. You think Hull City are actually gonna get past the Lamens today? So we get to see. So that's 2-2, Man United,
yes.
Right? And then the next one, I think for me, it's one of the biggest features of the day. Everton and Crystal Palace, probably because you have that transfer that took place of Dwayne McMill going the other way, and then Johnson going the other way. Do they start both of them today?
We shall see, honestly.
What do you think? Do you think
I would
start both of them, right?
Yes.
interesting.
I want to see how that will play out. And my score, yes?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your score predictions for that.
Probably a draw.
A draw, a goalless draw with goals, or
probably a draw like 2-2 or Crystal Palace 2-1.
2-2 or Crystal Palace 2-1. All right.
But then considering the coach left, we shall see.
They brought in Disasi from Chelsea on loan. I think it's a probably, I don't want to term it as a replacement for Lacroix, right? But it seems like it. If you look at it from because that's the same position that Disasi plays for Chelsea, or used to, or whatever you want to say it. You know better because of the t-shirt there, you know. But yeah, then that's a 3-2-1 Crystal Palace or 2-2. That's a very high scoring game. And then you have the new boys, the return, not new necessarily because they've been here before, Ipswich Town, and then they go up against Sunderland. Brody.
Why is that the first thing?
Because I'm already thinking he's gonna eat nicely,
yeah.
But at the same time, I've seen a few games of Ipswich, right? Some of the preseason games, they are quite a decent team. I said the same thing about Coventry though, and then yesterday they looked like they were playing football for the first time.
No, for real, like
so
it was very hard for them.
What do you think, Sunderland and Ipswich?
I think Sunderland is gonna win. Yeah, Sunderland or a draw.
Sunderland or a draw. Give me the score.
2-1. No, 2-0.
2-0 to Sunderland.
Yes, or 1-1. I know it's very.
Yeah, I think that's the second game actually whereby you are not convinced with your.
I mean, it's unpredictable. These teams.
I mean, you might as well say it with your chest. What do you think? It's Ipswich and Sunderland. Ipswich are the new boys. Sunderland have been here. They managed to stay up. So
yeah, but
that should speak for So what's that? You said
2-1 to Sunderland.
2-1 to Sunderland.
Or 1-1.
Or 1-1. And then another big one, Leeds and Nottingham Forest. I think I've seen Leeds lately, guys. I think I'm going to put it on record. Be aware of that team. And I'm not referring to winning trophies or whatever, but derailing some of the teams from getting what they want. Right? And you know what happened last season. You barely managed to get past Leeds whenever you faced Leeds. I'm sure they got
embarrassingly so.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they are playing against a very tough Nottingham Forest team.
Another game is going to be something else. I think so, because both of the teams are quite good. I feel like they're on the same level in terms of how they play, because also last season Nottingham Forest were actually pretty difficult to get through. So it's going to be a tough game. So it might be very hard to predict, but
I think Nottingham Forest, if they really set up the way they normally set up, right, they might stand a chance. But if the grit that is always shown by Leeds, I think that's one thing they have. They have that they work very, very hard, right? If they work hard enough, I think they might cause an upset and actually topple Nottingham Forest. That's just my view. And then you said your score?
Again, very unpredictable. But I'm going to give it to Leeds 2-0.
Leeds 2-0. Okay. The biggest of the day. Robert, this ball is in session today. This baby ball. Right? I mean, look, for me, the reason why I'm saying this is the biggest is that he got a clear checkbook, right? Whatever number you want, we got you. And we continue to see that. I mean, we said we're going to get to that segment of discussing transfers a bit. So maybe we leave some of them, for that. But based on that pending conversation that we're going to have later, really, he needs to come today and
It's against Brentford,
It's
isn't
against Igor Turo.
it?
Right?
You know what? Yeah, I don't think there's any confusion here. Igor Tito is very. I don't. He spelled at Spurs.
I was actually referring to
Now
the
that
striker.
was.
Sorry, that's my bad. I was actually referring to the striker. The guy who was supposed to be bought because we thought everyone was gonna
Oh
come
yeah,
and buy him, and he was gonna have a great World Cup, and he was gonna be a top
he didn't
striker.
even play.
My gosh.
That
But
was
yeah,
disappointing.
I think.
And I'm so angry that they didn't take Joe Pedro.
Oh, I
Like,
know, of course. I mean,
okay, so I have my score prediction for this one. Spurs. I think Spurs will gonna win 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, convincing 3-1.
Maybe I think let's even go a bit deeper with it. Right. And I think I'm gonna only ask you for probably this and then maybe another one later on, a similar question. But right now I want you, I mean, in just 1 minute, how do you think this Zebi needs to set up for today?
Honestly,
Do you think he has to go all out? He's gonna play, who's the number one? Kinski is gonna play Poro at the right. At the left, he's gonna play Robinson. He's gonna play. Or do you think he might have to play probably again? You're gonna see a Cray playing at right back. Or I'm just.
I think he should actually go all out. I mean, the signings were very good, so I feel like he has no excuse but to play the signings. I mean, their previous team, they just survived. I mean, you still need that strength. So I feel like they need to play the signings.
Fair. So you said they're winning that 1-3-1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my head on the block here and say Brentford might have something to say about that. You know, they haven't really been that busy in the transfer market, right? They did get 1 or 2 or 3 players, but I think they still stand a good chance of embarrassing Spurs today. So it's fine. We move on. Tomorrow, Sunday, it's Brighton and Aston Villa. A very tough game. What's going to happen there? Garnacho is on the other side.
Aston Villa ain't winning that with Garnacho. If they put him in, they are not winning that match. Definitely not.
I think for me, I want to see him actually get a bit of form in, right?
Yes, we do, but like he's not helping his case.
I know.
It really isn't.
I know. So what's your score predictions there?
Probably 2-2.
Yeah, one of those high scoring games as well. Okay, interesting. I think if it's 2-2, then Garnacho has an assist to a goal there.
Oh, yeah, faith in this guy.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. And then I don't think Watkins, there are rumors of Watkins leaving the club, so I'm not sure if he still starts in the team. I think that number 9 position is a bit open with Tommy Ibrahim's there. And the new kid on the block, the 16-year-old, very.
Yeah.
But I think he is injured though. Those are the reports that I think have been circulating that he might be injured, so probably not available tomorrow for that game with against Brenton. But then the next one, Man City and Bournemouth. Enzo Maresca needs to come and get his Enzo if he wants to. We already have our Pep in Pep Chaveris, so I don't understand what the confusion is.
Yeah, honestly.
I think. Do you think there is a crisis?
Crisis regarding
with Man City? Do you think?
I honestly think so because looking at that.
Mind you, seriously even started. Okay, yeah.
Looking at that Community Shield.
Yeah.
No, that was embarrassing. I mean.
One thing I was not expecting that was Haaland being taken off in 97.
He had some guts Enzo doing that, but then he wasn't performing Haaland.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, you were saying something. Sorry for interjecting. There was something you were trying to say.
So I'm saying Enzo Maresca, right? I don't think he's gonna be the next Pep, honestly. As people are saying, there's way.
I think even more so when you see that video resurface of Pep saying, one day you're going to have a new coach. I had no idea he was actually referring to Maresca, but here we are.
I mean,
and Maresca now is thinking, I need to order farm, I need to try and... Do you think he's under pressure to sort of replicate
it most definitely.
what Pep... Okay, because he also worked with him previously.
Yeah. But then looking at that match, nothing is working for them.
No.
They need to pull off some crazy miracle for this to work out, because that match was embarrassing and they were not sharp at all. So I think you need to lock in actually.
Yeah, no. And then what's the score for that?
With Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
Now Bournemouth is a good team.
Tough.
Mm-hmm. So
I think it's gonna go through the wire.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those that is gonna... I don't think it's gonna be a game of... You saw what happened with Arsenal, not even the performance, but the goals, 3-0. I don't think it's going to be a game of 3-0.
Yeah, they're going to really try to keep each other at bay.
So what's yours?
A draw or a win for Bournemouth?
A draw or a win for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Oh, Maresca, what have we done, Pep? And then the next one, Newcastle and Liverpool.
Now, Liverpool... Now our coach has been set up. There's no way. There's no way he's gonna pull that team out of the trenches. Like
because we're expecting that Bakona will be here by now. You know, he's ready to go the same way as Tulis has already been ready to go before for Arsenal. You were thinking Bakona is here. You were thinking now they are out here beating for Minte. What are you doing, Arnola? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't see it working out at all. I see them having a repeating their last season, because oh my gosh, no. These signings are not it. Nothing is working. The players, I don't think so.
And then
I don't think it's gonna work.
Your score predictions? It's
between Newcastle and Liverpool.
And I think, bearing in mind, Newcastle also has a
new coach. Yeah. That's the explore themselves. These new coaches, hey, Premier League is literally signing new coaches left and right. So I think, you know what? I think it might be a draw or a win for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And then, Ole, the biggest one. Monday night under the lights. Fulham versus Chelsea.
Yeah, I don't think I have to go in detail with that one. Chelsea's gonna win.
Far.
I don't think we have.
Of course. So there's also a bit of pressure on pressure in a way that it's time to walk the talk for Xabi Alonso, right? A lot has been said. I mean, there's this whole Enzo Fernandez issue that I want to also pick your brain on. What do you think really should happen with Enzo Fernandez?
I mean, let's take a rewind, right? When he said he wanted to leave for Real Madrid. Now you keeping a person who really wants to leave, I don't know. I don't think it was a good idea. But then just let him go. It's his time. If no one wants him now, I don't think he's gonna leave. That's my prediction as to his future at the club. Because they set the date. Nobody came. I mean, I don't think he's gonna leave.
Do you think the date was set more towards Man City than any other team? I mean, I don't think that is the case, because if you are in any other team, when you come, if that date was set for Man City with that amount, then surely you have to increase, from that bit a bit, and then you try your luck and say, look, this is what I can offer. But at the same time, except for Real Madrid or Man City, I don't really see where Enzo playing.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird for me.
It's very weird.
I don't know, even for Rodri going to Real Madrid was a bit of I don't see you fit into how that team particular plays, right? I know what you might have to say about that, but I think for Mourinho as well, he said it was a cherry on top if he was to to have Rodri, but it was not a need for him to bring Rodri in, right? Probably it was a need more for Arteta to bring Vinicius in, but
He should have waited.
So
If I
yeah,
watched this, our last game, our last video for the transfers, when we were discussing that rumor, I was begging for him not to go, but now I regret it. He should have went. He should have went. He should have left my club. Get him out, Vinicius Junior. You know what? We're not even discussing La Liga. Let's just.
no, but we're discussing. Okay, yeah, I know how you tend to feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then before you even give me your score predictions, how do you then set up as Xabi Alonso? Give me your starting.
Now you see.
Give me your just a minute of
just
taking me through your lineup.
I'm just gonna say a few things about my current squad. I'm so happy Tosin and Deleb are finally getting bids to go on loan. I don't want these people in my club. I don't want them. They should they should buy them. I don't want them there. And okay, so I'll go for Palestra, right? Palestra. And Cohen there at the back. I'm not even doing this in order, just so you know. Palestra, Corwin, maybe, let's see, who else?
You still have Lacroix.
I hope he's comfortable playing there. I mean, like, he's just trying to fit in this big team. So I think Lacroix. Lacroix.
But I think, let me not interject, because I think probably it's going to be for Fana, for all you know. But yeah, it's Lacroix, it's Palestri, it's, who's the third one that you gave? Cowell. You need the last one?
Probably just say so, but I don't agree.
Then who's the last one at the back?
Probably Gusto Fofana. Whoever.
Gusto Fofana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Between those two.
And
then I obviously is gonna be Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, of course, it's gonna be there. Enzo Fernandez, and I'm not gonna say this in order again. I don't want Nicholas Jackson to leave. I don't know how you feel about that, man.
Yeah, I also don't want him to leave, but I think that has already been decided. He's gonna move.
I low-key think we need him.
We do. I think even the glimpses of what the performance that he gave, we could see that there is something that he still can give the team. But yeah, let's not do it for me.
Okay, yeah.
You don't want to now pick between Palmer and Rogers. Now you're telling that to Jackson. Come on.
I mean, they do fit in one plan.
Yeah, no.
That's what.
So you think we play them together again tomorrow?
Yes. With Esteban or that guy?
Probably. I mean, this is your lineup.
This is my lineup. Yeah. I'm gonna say Esteban. João Pedro. I said Rogers. So probably Rogers will play on the
left.
On the side. Rogers and Palmer. So just for what formation is that? It's probably a
4-4-2. 4-4-2. No, I think it's probably going to be a 4-5-1. A 4-5-1, because now you're going to strike with João Pedro. On the left, it's going to be Rogers. On the right, it's going to be Estevao, and then it's going to be Palma, and then it's going to be Enzo Fernandez and
Moises Caicedo in the back four. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that's how it happened, but we shall see. We shall see.
Okay. Quite interesting. But yeah, let's see. And then the score prediction?
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. Okay. Then just maybe as we wrap up, we discuss the transfers. There's quite a few that has taken place of late. Araujo from Barcelona to Liverpool.
No, he's been solid.
I saw himself throwing himself at everything. I'm thinking he's auditioning for starting. And then I also saw the new guy that also bought, who plays in the same position. I don't see Araujo putting that guy on the bench. I think even when they play tomorrow, that guy starts with Van Dijk in that position. he starts with Van Dijk. Arroyo will probably have to come in at some point in time, but that guy is so cool. He's so. So I think he starts over Arroyo. But yeah, Arroyo to Liverpool. Another one, any particular one that caught you off guard? I mean, Savino has been discussed for such a long time to Spurs.
Yeah.
Finally, that's happening. And then there's a rumor that Mamouche also gets to join, right? I don't know. Spurs they're assembling the Avengers.
Yay.
They're actually assembling the Avengers.
Now imagine they assemble the Avengers and the Avengers of Liverpool. Jackson.
They get Jackson and now. I don't know, but quite interesting. So that other one, is there any other one that comes to mind as well?
Oh, Baleba
to.
No, he's a good addition, I have to say. He's.
But I think he's probably currently injured right now, so he's probably gonna come back like November or sometime there.
Now,
I feel like they could have done this in the previous transfer window. They could have already brought him in, and then because he already by then they were discussions that he wants to go to United. So I don't understand why it took a bit of time, but we are here now. It's finally happening, and then Disasi to Crystal Palace on loan. Modric probably to Leeds on loan as well.
No, I feel happy for you, man, just to get back.
Yeah. So you still have Garnacho who's on loan. You have.
No, we should sell Garnacho.
There is a buy. I think there is a buy option clause added. So, but the question is, will it be triggered? Because is it based on performance? If he performs certain games and whatever.
Because
if it's based on that, we know what's going to happen coming back.
Yeah. I just hope he actually enjoys playing football and plays like himself again. I mean,
the way he was at United, the way he was enjoying his football and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you still think there is still something in him though?
I think so.
He can enjoy talent.
Yeah. He just needs that motivation. Yeah.
No. Okay. So then Rodri to Barcelona.
Oh my gosh. Now that one. Hey, you know what? It's fine, man.
Were you hoping that he ends up at Real Madrid?
Yes, I was hoping. But now we're gonna beat Barcelona.
Not for that.
Just for that. Just for that. Just
with Diomande.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna embarrass the old man, I'm telling you. And people are like, I don't know why you guys don't like Diomande. What's you guys' deal?
I won't say I don't like.
I mean, he has potential. He's good.
Yeah, but I think saying we hate is something else. I think we're basically saying the same thing that we discussed with Morgan Rogers. The amount that is being placed.
Yes,
right on
it
these
was
players.
not.
It's not warranted for if you look at what you are getting in. You are getting in a potential they can get there, right?
Okay, maybe like 70 or 80.
Probably
that would have been.
But we both Chelsea broke the bank, Real Madrid broke the bank, and they got their men. So that's about it.
But then I also have to say Vinicius has to go, in my opinion.
I think he just signed
he signed a new contract.
But you want him out of your club.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really think. I mean, him and Mbappe have not been clicking, of course, because they want to outshine one another, and that's not what a team does. That's a problem with too many stars in a team. You want to outshine one another. But Madrid is all for that. And then in that era, when they won the Champions League, I mean, they were working together. These stars were working together to actually reach their goal. But then you have this team, whereas the stars are just trying to outshine one another, and it's not going to work because that's not going to get you trophies, So, I don't know. I just feel like they have to work together. This season is our season. Chelsea as well as Real Madrid.
Then I think that's about it for today.
Yes, thank you guys. That's a wrap. So yeah. Yeah, anything to say?
Please like and subscribe, of course.
Yes, guys, please like and subscribe. See you next weekend.